So this is my official 2024 NBA mock draft. I wanted to do this later after the lottery, even though it came out like a week ago because of the draft combine and want to see some risers. I'm going to do only the top 14 of the lottery for the mock draft. And with the first pick, I'm going to pick Alex Sarr for the Atlanta Hawks. Great center that can pair up with, if not traded, Trae Young or DeJounte Murray. I believe the Hawks will not trade this pick because they might want to rebuild with Sarr, who is a great player on defense and offense, could shoot the ball a little. So I have him going number 1 for the Atlanta Hawks. Number 2, Wizards, I select Zachary Richer from France. Another great player, great wing who could score the ball for the Wizards, who already have Bilal Coulibaly and Deni Avdija, but they could use another wing for their rebuild as they just started their rebuild. Number 3, I have the Rockets. Now, this is a toss-up, either selecting Reed Sheppard or Donovan Clingan. Now, Clingan is a great player who the Rockets do not really need because they have Sengun and Steven Adams, but they also have a lot of guards, but they kind of do need a backup point guard. So I have them picking Reed Sheppard because of his great scoring, shooting off the bench could provide a big spark for the Rockets. And also, although undersized, has a great vertical, 42-inch vertical, could provide some pesky defense, although his size is pretty small. Now we have the San Antonio Spurs at 4. They want to probably get a point guard because they were even starting Jeremy Sohan at point. Trey Jones has been good, but like they could use another point guard. And I would have the Spurs either selecting Topic or Robert Dillingham, but I will have them select Nikola Topic from Serbia because he's a better facilitator than Rob Dillingham, more of a scorer. So, and Topic is a great slasher. Victor Wembanyama could pair up with him well. 5, Pistons, I have them selecting Matas Buzelis from the G League Ignite. Buzelis was a great player in G League Ignite and could definitely help them when in their shooting. He shot well at the last year of his high school, although not that good at G League, but Pistons definitely need better shooting and better wing depth in general because last year they were terrible playing Isaiah Livers and stuff. So, yeah. 6, Hornets. I have the Hornets selecting Ron Holland from the G League. They already have LaMelo Ball. I mean, they could use another point guard or guard, but they also have Trey Mann. I feel like they could use a power forward or a small forward better. They could slide Brandon Miller to the 2 because Miles Bridges is a free agent. Now, he might probably resign, but like, you never know. Ron Holland is another great offensive and defensive player who could do well with the Hornets. So I have the Hornets picking 6th, Ron Holland. 7th is the Trailblazers, who also have 2 lottery picks along with the San Antonio Spurs. And with the 7th pick, I have the Blazers selecting Stephon Castle. Now, they already have Scoot Henderson, Anthony Simons, and all of that guard depth, but they could do another guard. They could use another guard. And Stephon is a great defender who, although his offense is not that polished yet, could improve in that and could be a great backup mate to Scoot Henderson. Next, I have the 8th pick, Spurs. I had the Spurs selecting Robert Dillingham. Rob Dillingham is another great guard that the Spurs could use off the bench, a great spark plug for the Spurs. For the 9th pick, I have the Grizzlies selecting Donovan Clingan. Now, probably he's going to go higher, but not many teams need a center in this draft, but Clingan is a great upside player and would be a dream for Grizzlies to get him. Unrealistic, but I have them, the Grizzlies, if Clingan falls, is the perfect opportunity for him to play because he is an older player in this draft and a great defender for the Grizzlies, who desperately need a center right now with Steven Adams getting traded and Xavier Tillman also getting traded. They only have Brandon Clark at center, so they definitely do need another center. Number 10, I have the Utah Jazz selecting Jacoby Walter from Baylor. A great player, a scorer who can also defend the ball. And the Jazz are getting more guards, pairing up with Keontae George to their young core with Walker Kessler and Lauri Markkanen. Now, 11th, I have the Chicago Bulls selecting Cody Williams or Dalton Knecht, but I ultimately have them selecting Cody Williams because they have young players like Ayo Dosunmu and Kobe White, and Cody Williams have a better potential than Knecht, who is an older player, which leads to the Thunder, who I'll have selecting Dalton Knecht. Thunder are already a great team. They don't really need more players to like rebuild on and who have high potential. So I have them selecting Dalton Knecht because he's a great scorer and could help them in their wing depth, especially in this playoffs. You see them having to play like Gordon Hayward, who doesn't really do anything, and Kenrich Williams is getting minutes too, so Dalton Knecht can help them too. Number 13, I have the Kings selecting probably Jared McCain. He's a great player, great guard. They do kind of need a guard right there because they have Keon Ellis and Davion Mitchell as their backup point guards who, although pretty good, don't really have too much scoring, but McCain also provides that scoring for them. So I have the Kings selecting Jared McCain. And then finally, with the 14th overall pick, I have the Trailblazers selecting, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, but Tidjane Saloon from Cloette Basket, another French player who is a great wing for them to develop. The Blazers do need some small forward depth, and that can help them a lot. But that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching. We're out.